I want to talk to you today about something that I hope will change your whole world of taking care of your budget. Now, a lot of people don't like budgets because they feel like they're restraining. I feel the opposite. If I know how much I can spend in each category of my life, then it gives me the freedom to do that. And I'm deciding, no one else is. So I want to talk about today with you what I call rear view financing. I think this is where we get ourselves into a lot of trouble. You spend your money, end of the month, you sit down, you pay all your bills, and you look at that total, and there's that moment. And there's one of two moments. And the moment is, yay, I stayed within my spending plan, or yikes, I overspent. There's nothing you can do about it. It is already done, one way or the other. Whether you overspent or you stayed within your plan, it's done. There's no fixing it. You know, I am a total fan of spending plans, and I'm a total fan of tracking your expenditures as you're going throughout the month. And tracking them is one thing because it tells you what you just did. Putting those transactions into your program really affects you thinking, I did that. I spent that money on that. But that's only part of it. The other part is making check-ins. And it only takes the whole tracking and check-in maybe 10 minutes a week, maybe 15 if you're a big spender and have a lot of transactions. But what it does for you is it gives you the ability to look every day if you wanted to, or at the end of the week, or halfway through the month and say, wow, I'm overspending, let's say in groceries. So I'm going to have to find that overspend money somewhere in the budget and reduce out the amount of spending I do maybe on eating out or something that isn't a real necessity. And this isn't about depriving yourself. You set your spending plan. Now, of course, we all make a certain amount of income, and you have to stick with that number. That number is not going to change. And if it does, then you can spend more money. But typically, we know what we're going to make in the upcoming year. And our spending plan has to not only work monthly, it has to work quarterly, and it has to work for the end of the year. So if you're watching it on a weekly basis, you are forward looking financing. You are looking and saying, am I going to make my plan? Am I going to come in and not overspend? Then if you do that monthly, you can look at it quarterly and say, in the big picture, what categories am I needing more money in that I continually overspend in? And maybe not because it's your fault. Maybe there's been a price increase. Your house insurance went up. Your car insurance went up. Your subscriptions went up. When those things happen, you can see them immediately and make an adjustment and find money in some other category that isn't a necessity to make sure you have enough money, certainly for your necessities. So I am hoping you will take this project on, look forward. Always be looking forward and making adjustments by tracking, and then by looking at each category and seeing where you are on a much shorter time frame than getting to the end of the month. I like fun surprises, but I don't like bad surprises. And I don't want you to have those. I want you to not do rear view financing. I want you to be continually looking forward. This is about your life. This is about you getting what you want to get. I want you to make sure that each month, each quarter, and at the end of the year, you stick to your plan in the big number. Every category is going to be under or over. It's not going to come out exact, but you don't want to have put yourself in a debt situation. You want to stay within your plan, have the fun you planned for, and have a great life. So get rid of that rear view financing and let's start looking forward.